How to Stay Positive, a story for English learners. Part 1. The Introduction. Can I be honest with you right now? Staying positive is not easy. And anyone who tells you it is has probably never had a really hard day in their life. Because here is the truth. Some mornings you wake up and the sun is out and everything feels possible. You feel light. You feel ready. You feel like, yes, today is going to be a good day. And then life happens. Your phone rings with bad news. Your plan falls apart. Someone says something unkind. Something you worked hard for doesn't work out. And suddenly that light, ready, possible feeling disappears. Just like that, gone before lunch. And you are left wondering, how do some people stay positive? How do they keep smiling when everything around them is difficult? Is it real? Is it fake? Is it something they were just born with and you were not? This is the story of Nina, a 29-year-old woman working as a school teacher in a busy city. Nina was warm. She was kind. She genuinely cared about her students and her work. But for the last 1 year, life had been hitting her hard. One thing after another, like waves that don't stop coming. Her school had cut her salary. Her landlord had raised her rent. Her long relationship had quietly and painfully ended. And her closest friend had moved to another country. Nina was still going to work every morning. Still smiling at her students. Still doing her job. But inside she was running on empty. Like a phone that shows it is working, but the battery is at 2%. One evening she sat on her small balcony, looked at the city lights below, and said to herself, I am so tired of trying to be okay. If that sentence just touched something deep inside you, this story is yours. Because Nina did not give up. She found something real, something that actually works. Not a list of motivational quotes, not fake happiness, but a true, living, breathing way of staying positive, even when life is genuinely hard. Stay with me, because what she discovered will stay with you long after this story ends. Part 2. The world Nina was living in. Let me take you inside Nina's daily life, because I think you will recognize pieces of it. Every morning, Nina woke up and immediately picked up her phone. And every morning, before she had even brushed her teeth, she was already comparing her life to someone else's. A college friend had just bought a new car. A former colleague had been promoted. Someone she barely knew was posting holiday photos from a beautiful beach. And Nina, sitting in her small flat in her old pajamas, with a salary cut and a broken heart, felt something shrink inside her chest. Every single morning, she tried to stay positive. She really did. She wrote things in a journal for 3 days, then stopped. She downloaded a meditation app, used it twice, then forgot about it. She told herself, think good thoughts. But the good thoughts never seemed to stay long enough. One afternoon at school, a 10-year-old student named Rohan came to her desk. He was a quiet boy, thoughtful. He put a small handmade card on her table and said, Miss Nina, you always make us feel better. Who makes you feel better? Nina looked at that little card, and her eyes filled with tears so fast that she had to look at the ceiling to stop them from falling. Because the honest answer was nobody, nothing, not even herself. That question from a 10-year-old boy changed something in Nina. Not immediately, not magically, but like a small key turning slowly in a very old lock. Part 3. What Nina discovered about staying positive. That evening, Nina did not open social media. She did not call anyone. She just sat quietly and asked herself one serious question. What actually makes me feel better? Even a little. What actually works? And she started writing. Not goals. Not affirmations. Just honest answers. And slowly 3 real things appeared on that page. The first thing, morning belongs to you. Protect it. Nina realized that every morning she handed her mind to her phone before she even said good morning to herself. And the phone, with its comparisons and news and notifications, immediately filled her head with other people's lives before she had even thought about her own. So she made one small rule. For the first 30 minutes after waking up, no phone. Instead, she made her tea slowly. She opened her window. She sat with herself. She thought about one thing, just one thing. She was genuinely grateful for that day. Some days it was big. I am grateful I have a job. Some days it was tiny. I am grateful this tea is warm and sweet. But that small, quiet 30 minutes became like a shield. It did not remove the hard parts of her day, but it gave her something solid to stand on before the hard parts arrived. The second thing, choose your inputs carefully. Nina began to notice something important. Her mood was deeply connected to what she was consuming. Not food, but content. The accounts she followed, the conversations she had, the news she read. She was feeding her mind poison every day and wondering why she felt sick. So she made small changes. She unfollowed accounts that made her feel less about herself. She started following one account every week that genuinely inspired her or made her laugh with joy. She limited her news reading to 10 minutes a day. She called one positive, warm person in her life every evening, even just for 5 minutes. She started feeding her mind differently. And slowly, like a plant getting better soil, she started to grow differently too. The third thing, do one small good thing every day. This one surprised Nina the most, because it was so simple, so quiet. Every day, just one small good thing, for herself or for someone else. Some days she bought a small flower for her desk. Some days she wrote a kind message to a student who was struggling. Some days she simply took a 10-minute walk outside and looked at trees. These things cost almost nothing. They took almost no time. But they did something remarkable. They reminded Nina that she was not just surviving her life. She was participating in it. She was choosing something good inside of something hard. And that choice, repeated every single day, slowly rebuilt something inside her that she thought she had lost. Her sense of herself. Part 4. The moment Nina truly changed. For months past, life had not become perfect. The salary was still less than she deserved. The loneliness was still real. The hard days still came. But something was different now. Something inside Nina had shifted quietly but powerfully. One morning, she woke up and realized she had not checked her phone yet, and she did not feel the desperate pull to check it immediately. She made her tea. She sat by the window. She watched a bird land on the wire outside, and she thought, this is actually a nice moment. Just that, a nice moment. Nothing big, nothing dramatic. But for Nina, who had spent an entire year feeling empty and exhausted, that quiet nice moment felt like sunshine after a very long winter. And then something external happened that tested everything she had built. Her school announced it would be closing at the end of the year. She would lose her job in 4 months. Everyone around her panicked. The staff room was full of worry and fear and loud, anxious conversations. And Nina, sitting quietly at her desk, felt the fear too. Of course she did. She was human, not a robot. But here is what she did not do. She did not spiral. She did not go home and spend the night imagining every terrible thing that could happen. She did not pick up her phone and drown herself in comparison and noise. She went home, made her tea, sat by the window, and wrote down 3 things she was grateful for that day. Then she wrote down one small step she could take tomorrow to move forward. Just one. And she took it, and then another, and another. 3 months later, before the school even officially closed, Nina had already found a new position, a better one, in a school that valued her more, with a higher salary than she had ever earned. And on her first day at the new school, a student put a drawing on her desk, just like Rohan had done. And Nina smiled, not because everything was perfect, but because she knew now, with complete certainty, that she could handle whatever came next. Staying positive had not protected her from difficulty. It had made her strong enough to walk through it. Part 5. The ending, what you learned. And here we are, at the last part of Nina's story. But before I finish, I want to say something that I truly believe with my whole heart. Staying positive is not a feeling. It is a practice. It is something you do, quietly, consistently, imperfectly, every single day. Some days you will do it well. Some days you will forget completely. Some days life will knock you sideways and staying positive will feel impossible. And on those days, please be kind to yourself. Because even trying, even the small, tired, imperfect attempt to find one good thing in a hard day, that is already extraordinary. Let me leave you with the 3 things Nina learned, your 3 tools to carry forward. 1. Protect your morning. The first 30 minutes of your day belong to you, not to your phone, not to social media, not to other people's lives. Start with something quiet and grateful. It builds the foundation for everything else. 2. Choose your inputs. Your mind becomes what you feed it. Feed it carefully. Reduce what makes you feel small. Increase what makes you feel alive. The content you consume every day is quietly building or quietly destroying your inner world. 3. Do one small good thing every day. It does not need to be big. It does not need to be impressive. Just one small, intentional, good thing. For yourself or for someone else. Because small things done every day are never actually small. Nina did not become positive because her life became easy. She became positive because she decided one morning, one choice, one small good thing at a time, that she deserved to feel good inside her own life. Even when it was hard, especially when it was hard, you deserve that too, completely and without question. And now I want to speak directly to you, just you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening to this entire story from beginning to end. In a world that moves so fast, where everything is competing for your attention every single second, the fact that you chose to stop and listen to something that could help you grow, that is not ordinary. That is beautiful. You chose yourself today, and that quiet, simple act of choosing yourself is exactly where staying positive begins. So tonight, before you sleep, try just one thing Nina did. Put your phone down for 5 minutes. Think of one thing, just one, that was good today. Maybe it was small. Maybe nobody else noticed it. Maybe it was just a warm drink or a kind word or a moment of quiet. But it was there. It is always there if we choose to look for it. And tomorrow morning, wake up 5 minutes earlier. Make something warm. Sit with yourself. Before the phone. Before the noise. Before the world rushes in. Just be with yourself. Kindly. Gently. With gratitude. That is where positive living begins. Not in a motivational quote. Not in a highlight reel. But in those small, quiet, chosen moments that only you will ever know about. You are more capable than you think. More resilient than you feel. More worthy than anyone has probably told you lately. Keep going. Keep choosing good. Keep protecting that light inside you. Thank you, from my whole heart, for listening today. Goodbye, and see you in the next story.